Hello and welcome to the UBC News tonight. It's the 18th day of January 2025. My name is Wadulo, Arnold Mark, and Dorothy Namuyomba on sign language. Without further ado, let's take a look at tonight's top stories and get into the bulletin.
Brought to you by
Greenergy ethanol stoves and fuel. Enjoy cleaner, healthier and affordable cooking. Cook your food in less than 2,000 shillings per day. No charcoal. Stop deforestation. We are looking for agents across Uganda. Greenergy. Bible Corner.
In our news tonight, President Museveni commissions 750 student leaders enrolled for patriotism leadership. Minister Kabyanga reaffirms government's commitment to professionalizing the boda sector. And the land dispute between the UPDF soldier and alleged land grabbers resolved in Luwero district. And hundreds participate in the third edition of the Discover Uganda Run at Kapchora's Boma grounds. Once again, thank you for joining us. It's now time for the news in detail. In our top story tonight, the delegation accompanied by the Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honourable Anita Among, comprised of Dr. Roland Roberts, the former US presidential candidate, Mr. David Woodruff, representing the Senate of West Virginia, and Mr. Siljanda Mark Deli, the former congressman and ambassador. During the meeting, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and his guests discussed trade, infrastructure development, as well as other areas of mutual interest between Uganda and the United States of America. Now, in line with the new U.S. administration, the team assured President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni of a strengthened bilateral relationship between the two nations. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni welcomed the delegation to Uganda and thanked them for the important visit. Let's have a look at the highlights.
With Senator Grassley, scattered positions, an Arab man called Ibrahim. We have worked for the regional market of East Africa and also of Africa, and we are moving very well. That's why our economy is growing quite fast. So, and then also we talk of political integration in some cases, economic and political integration. Economic integration for the whole of the African continent, we are already moving, we have achieved the CFTA.
Cuban. No. He's the English.
Furthermore, 70 National Unity Platform supporters from Mukono district have officially joined the Patriotic League of Uganda, a pressure group aligned with the National Resistance Movement. The government, or the group's former coordinators of MP Betty Namboze, was welcomed by PLU Secretary General Daudi Kabanda and the Director of Mobilization, Michael Mawanda, here in Kampala. Now, in a statement, they expressed their commitment to rejecting political violence, and this shift signifies a notable change in Uganda's political dynamics, with these supporters now backing PLU.
These are National Unity Platform supporters from Mukono district. 70 in numbers, they have now crossed to the Patriotic League of Uganda, PLU, which is an RM leaning. They are purported former coordinators of Member of Parliament of Mukono Municipality, Betty Namboze Bachireke.
Kubanga emirimu gyaffe gyafa mu kalulu ka Namboze ne tubeera nga tetukola nze obwana bwange nga wallahi sisobola nagenda mu office ya Honorable Namboze oba eyerisa kumugamba nti abaana tebasoma.
Na olunaku lwe nasanga Namboze nga waliwo munnaffe afunye obuzibu naye endabirwamu ya Namboze yayambuka waggulu.
Munupu teri kuteesa
bw'owakanyamu pulezidenti nga gw'okola ki ogenda ate babagamba n'okubagamba nti bwe mumala okuwangula twagala miliyoni 10 ku ssente z'emmotoka.
The poor service that we have got. We are previous, actually, as you can see, if you visit Mukono, it has worst roads. The schools, government schools, are not well rehabilitated, and even our groups like circles, they are not facilitated.
The welcome event has been held at PLU offices in Naguru, Kampala.
They have joined us as the Patriotic League of Uganda under the able leadership of General Muhoozi. We have welcomed them. We are going to orient them so that they become part of us. It is important to note that people have now seen the light, that they have been in the darkness. They are recognizing the great things the NRM government has done. As for us, PLU, we want to consolidate and build on the good achievements that the NRM has done. So when you see people coming, joining us, that's an indication of a vote of confidence, and we actually on a daily basis been receiving people joining us as PLU.
To most of them, they have denounced political violence and secured their future.
What I could say that when we have when we are well represented with a person who will listen and who will forward the problems of the citizens or of the people of the constituents, we shall also have, or we shall go somewhere.
The Chancellor Makerere University, Dr. Crispus Kiyonga, has called on community leaders to make food security a top priority in the fight against malnutrition among children. Speaking after attending a graduation ceremony in Kampala, Dr. Kiyonga highlighted his ongoing efforts to tackle food insecurity in Kasese district, reporting positive results from the revival of several traditional crop species that had been in decline. Let's have a look at the details.
The Chancellor Makerere University, Dr. Crispus Kiyonga, has stressed the importance of local leaders at all levels actively engaging in the fight for food security. This was contained in all his speeches during the Makerere University's 5-day-long 75th graduation ceremony.
Food security remains an issue, not only in Kasese, not only in the Rwenzoris, really across Uganda. The country is not food secure. Food security is not just merely having maize, having cassava. Food security talks about, are you having food all the time? Is it food that has all the components that should be in food for everybody, children and adults?
He referenced a recent Ministry of Health report which revealed a concerning decline in feeding patterns, contributing to stunted growth among children. The Chancellor emphasized the government's commitment under the National Resistance Movement to improving community livelihoods through various programs aimed at addressing these challenges.
NRM is still very strong in the country, but also as NRM we have to put our act better. We have to do better. We must solve the problem of food insecurity. We must continue working hard on the question of incomes, and also I think we should up our political mobilization.
Dr. Kiyonga also urged young people to pursue careers that contribute to humanity, particularly in the leisure and hospitality industries. Asinja Colin Police, one of the new graduates, expressed his ambition to serve humanity in the new era of artificial intelligence, while also emphasizing that leisure and hospitality are best delivered by humans.
Today we are dealing with an environment that is filled up with a lot of AI. However, it doesn't take away that human part of us. The human being is the person who can best understand what a human being needs. Not anything programmed, but a human touch brings out, and my passion for wanting to serve people at a greater extent took me further into understanding what career path I needed to have. And I looked at serving people, giving them an wide variety of leisure activities and experiences, making them memorable as those memories stay. That's why I chose to do leisure and hospitality management.
Inspired by his father, Mugisha Police, who promotes tourism and leisure in Kasese, Asinja is passionate about these fields. Stephen Kalisia compiled this report.
President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has passed out over 700 student leaders from universities and tertiary institutions who have been undergoing patriotism training at Nkumba University in Kampala. During the training, the President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni emphasized the need for the youth to focus on transforming a peasantry economy to wealth creation, patriotism, and Pan-Africanism. Let's have a look.
These 750 student leaders from universities across the country have been undergoing a 2-week patriotism training at Nkumba University in Entebbe. The students were passed out by President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who tasked them with the responsibility of transforming society from peasant economy to the one focused on wealth creation.
So therefore, from now on, you, when you get out of school, the first thing you should say, how can I be a wealth creator? How can I create wealth? Everybody, how can I create wealth? How can I create wealth? From 1 acre, from in yoga, skills, services, boda, what? Be a wealth creator.
He also emphasized the NRM's 4 principles of patriotism, Pan-Africanism, socio-economic transformation, and democracy for one to be prosperous.
So what does this mean? It means that Uganda is the stimulus for wealth creators. It's a better stimulus than the tribal areas. And that's why we say, you people love Uganda. Why do you think you love Uganda? Because you need it for your prosperity. We don't have to preach to you to tell you this and that and that. If you want to be all right, you should love Uganda. Why? Because you need it for your own good, for your own prosperity. And that's why we say principle number 1 is patriotism. Love Uganda. Why? Because you need it for your own prosperity. Now when somebody comes and says, we are Nyankwere, I say, stand in Vako.
In the president's company was the First Lady, who urged the student leaders to be change agents in their universities and communities.
To your universities, actively stand against strikes and violence and seek harmonious ways of solving problems. When you remember what I just said, that you have only one homeland on planet Earth, you must always use peaceful methods to find solutions for the problems you meet in this life. So when you return to your universities, actively stand against strikes and violence and seek harmonious ways of solving problems together.
The Commission of Patriotism, Helen Saku, explained that the purpose of the training was to instill good norms, discipline, and reduce strikes in universities.
We have those who rejoin. We have those also who confess their sins every day, and those who forget the message of yesterday, but they are always reminded. Therefore, patriotism is a continuous preaching that we must live, we must practice, and walk it. Be our foot soldiers out there. be disciplined, and be our ambassadors of change, not ambassadors of destruction.
The student leaders have commended the Patriotism training initiative, saying it has transformed them into better citizens.
Patriotism. Always there's a question outside there that do you need to teach a Ugandan, someone who loves his country, I mean, do you need to teach them patriotism? Me, I would go like yes, because the truth is not all of us know our country, Uganda. Before you begin loving it, you first need to know it. That is why even a woman, when you propose to her, she takes some weeks to study you and to know you, then she accepts or refuses you. So that is why we say this training has been so nice to us. First of all, we have learned.
Recently, my major take home has been about socio-economic transformation. We have always had the President of Uganda talk about things like okukolere kidda kyonka, and we would not understand what it means, subsistence. But from the lectures and discussions we have been having, we got to understand that even as young people,
we have been here for 14 days, but we have been under intensive studying of ideology, where we are able to connect the four factors of production with the NRM, how NRM understands them.
Philip Aguta for UBC News in Kampala.
And furthermore, the State Minister for National Guidance, Godfrey Kabyanga, recently met with the Kampala Central boda leadership to address key issues affecting the industry. Among the discussed topics was how to support riders in acquiring motorcycles through affordable loans. The minister also expressed his commitment to backing their initiative to organize a marathon aimed at raising funds for ambulances to transport boda riders involved in accidents.
They had an idea that they should organize a marathon and buy an ambulance which is dedicated to them, because they think they are normally mishandled during accidents. They appreciate police, that every time there's an accident, police comes, but it comes with what is popularly known as kabangali, these pickups of police, and the way they are handled, they feel is not fair, and the kabangali of police is not designed to carry accident victims. So someone just throws the victim behind and under the chairs. Boda riding, and to many Ugandans, they think you go there when you have failed in life. But when you look at the money, the money saturation in the boda industry, it is so huge that it contributes a lot to this economy. So let us professionalize it, to make it likable, to make it competitive, and that's what I'm telling them. Please bring some discipline in this job. Don't ride when you are eating mairunji. Not that other people, other professions don't eat mairunji, other businesses. But for you, every time you eat mairunji, you are carrying some people are seeing you. But for me, I can even eat mairunji in my office and nobody sees me. So you should really live by example, so that people can really enjoy the ride, and so that people can also know that being a boda rider is not that you have failed. You are making money.
A word to the wise is just enough. Now, the Ministry of Education and Sports has launched a capacity building program aimed at enhancing the practical and managerial skills of heads of government and private institutions in the Bunyoro sub-region as part of preparations for the 2025 academic year. The 10-day training workshop for school leaders within Bunyoro sub-region has been held at Kagadi Secondary School. Let's have a look.
The training of school heads in Bunyoro sub-region is part of a nationwide initiative aimed at equipping head teachers and their deputies with record keeping, ICT proficiency, resource mobilization, and mindset transformation skills. Dungu Ronald and Senkali Harriet, the principal education officers overseeing government and private schools, were facilitators during a workshop that attracted over 100 participants.
That when situations get better, we shall increase.
Ramadan Nyondo Barongo, the Buyaga Area UNEP supervisor, commended the ministry for establishing a training hub at Kagadi Secondary School and promised to donate ICT equipments such as computers, projectors, laptops, and a multi-purpose printer to support the program.
Going to have ICT training now that the ministry has promised to give us some equipment in terms of materials to improve on ICT, cyclostyling machine and projectors and computers. As a hub, Kagadi Secondary School is going to do better because it's going to be a center for training head teachers and teachers in ICT, because we shall be having more computers in addition to the ones we have.
Participants, including directors, principals, proprietors, head teachers and their deputies, expressed concerns about issues such as salary disparities, teacher recruitment and the reduction of mandatory professional development requirements.
Where a head teacher is earning less than a science diploma holder, such a thing needs to be addressed.
Many of the government schools and some private schools are having financial problems, and here they were showing us how we can use the resource we have at hand, like land, to raise income which can help us run the school.
They urged the government to address these challenges to further strengthen the education sector. Andrew Musinguzi compiled the story for UBC News.
Government of Uganda presents Post Buses in Uganda, operated by Posta Uganda. We specialize in professional transport, courier and vehicle hire services across Uganda. Our routes include Kampala Masaka Mbarara Kabale Chisoro, Kampala Mukono Jinja Mbale via Tirinyi Road Soroti Lira, and Kampala Luero Kamudini Gulu Kitgum. Our main offices are located at the Post Office Head Office on Kampala Road, with booking services available at counters 23 and 24 at the General Post Office. You can also book at designated district post offices along our routes. For inquiries or bookings, please contact us on 0751 684 184. Posta Uganda. We deliver trust.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo. Dial *165 *80 hash. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You will now enter the draw to win school fees.
Looking for instant excitement? The Uganda National Lottery Spin for Cash game is now available online. Wherever you are, you can join the excitement for just 500, 1,000 and 2,000 Uganda shillings. Don't miss out. Register now on www.nationallottery.go.ug for a chance to win your share of 2 billion instantly. What are you waiting for? Play Spin for Cash now, anytime, anywhere. Ituba is the proud operator of the Uganda National Lottery.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukoto Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
Tukwaniriza waka eri ebisanyusa. Eri Wi-Fi buli wamu. Eri speedi za internet eza waggulu. Eri obukuumi. Eri obuyambi obuli mu ddaala erisooka. Eri okwanguyirizibwa. Tukwaniriza waka eri MTN Wakanet, internet ensukulumu eri buli maka. Kyalira www.mtn.co.ug/wakanet. Tukwaniriza waka nga tuli wamu tewali kitulema.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue Broadcast House. In business, St. Kizito High School Namugongo has represented Uganda at the prestigious Sheikh Zayed Sustainability Prize 2025. This highly regarded award honors exceptional initiatives in sustainability and innovation. St. Kizito High School has been a demonstrated history of remarkable dedication to environmental conservation and community development. More details in this report.
One of St. Kizito High School's most impressive initiatives is the conversion of waste materials into eco-friendly briquettes, which provide a sustainable cooking fuel, significantly reducing the school's reliance on non-renewable energy sources.
A priority. So we handle projects such as the briquettes making projects to prevent pollution in our environment, where we use the organic wastes that are thrown away by most people to turn them into useful things that we use in our day-to-day life. Many people out there use firewood, they use charcoal, which is scientifically proven that it is harmful to our environment. So we came up with this project to ensure that our environment is safe and also to promote sustainability.
The students have taken bio-waste recycling to the next level by producing organic fertilizer, which is used to nurture the school's flourishing vegetable gardens. These gardens yield an abundant harvest of mushrooms, onions, and cabbages.
We're very passionate about the food. We know we can transform this food into something better, rather than creating a hazard for health, rather than creating systems that actually are unhealthy for us. Another reason is because we believe that this is a keystone. We believe that this is what is needed to transform the world. It is creating mindset change. Imagine if everyone out there is able to recycle their food rather than just dumping it away. Imagine what kind of society we're bringing up. A society that is able to have its own food system, whereby animals get nutritious feeds at subsidized costs, and imagine a system whereby every person is able to have an adequate amount of nutritious food. That is what we are working for. We are passionate about human health, passionate about animal health, we are passionate about our environment and how we can keep it sustainable.
Under the competence-based curriculum, students at St. Kizito High School are acquiring valuable skills that extend beyond traditional classroom learning. The school exemplifies how education is evolving to meet the demands of the 21st century. By embracing hands-on practical learning, St. Kizito High School is shaping its students into innovators and future job creators.
To teach other people, inspire other people, and also to promote that spirit of loving our environment. Because if we don't love our environment, where will we be? That is why we handle these projects, ensuring that our environment is protected and kept clean.
St. Kizito's High School participation in the Sheikh Zayed Sustainability Prize 2025 has given the school an international platform to showcase its outstanding achievements.
We would like to say that we should promote sustainability, and it is through our project of food waste that we handed in. It is ensuring sustainability as well as promoting environmental cleanliness.
St. Kizito High School's role in Sheikh Zayed Sustainability Prize 2025 reflects its commitment to sustainability, innovation, and community development. As a leader in education, the school continues to inspire and empower students to become tomorrow's leaders. Robert Katamba and Prosecutor Hairi for UBC News.
If you had 1,000 keys and one of which could open one door, it doesn't matter how many times you try, at one point the door has to open. And that goes to say that with dedication, diligence, and commitment, your next opportunity has to open. And that brings us to the end of our 8 o'clock edition of the UBC News Tonight. Do join us at 10 o'clock for a 1 hour-long bulletin. My name is Wadulo Arnold Mark and Dorothy Namuyomba on sign language. Have yourselves a lovely night.